Hello, 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 and welcome to the Nourish Your Soul Show. I am so blessed to be the. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Oh, I beg your forgiveness. We had an echo there. So I think we are all ready. And I am Denise Flood. Change your frequency, change your life. And again, I am so blessed to be the guest host today on the Nourish Your Soul Show. I am a holistic healing practitioner, a published author, meditation recording artist, and I am the senior trainer for the Center for Intuitive Food Therapy. A little bit about me and why I'm on tonight. I wanted to share how my work can help us to change our frequency and change our life, and how we can use the things around us and create a wellness toolbox. My wellness toolbox includes blending EFT, which is tapping, gentle type of acupressure. I use essential oils. I use food wisdom. And I use divine connection to listen deeply, to hold space, and to support people as they heal. They heal themselves emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and even generationally. And I'm really honored and grateful for this space to talk about this work because at its core, it's about remembering who we truly are and how deeply supported our bodies and souls already are and how we can enhance that. So you might just ask yourself, what is change your frequency, change your life? And why did I create it? Well, it was born out of my own healing journey and years of witnessing how unresolved emotional patterns, especially generational ones, quietly run our lives behind the scenes. We know now, science is caught up with things that we have realized that everything is energy. Our thoughts are energy, our emotions, the way we choose our food, our nervous systems, even the beliefs we inherited, they all carry frequency. And when we address them, we can stop living on autopilot, stop repeating cycles of stress or emotional eating or burnout or self-judgment. And so the Change Your Frequency, Change Your Life program, it supports people emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually by helping them gently release stored emotional patterns. And we get to consciously choose frequencies that nourish us instead of deplete us. And so the first thing in my toolbox is, and how I really got started on this journey, is EFT or tapping. And what it is it is it's called emotional freedom technique. It is a nervous system based healing tool that combines gently tapping on acupressure points with intentional language. And when we experience stressors or trauma or emotional overwhelm, especially over long periods of time, those experiences get stored in our body. And EFT or tapping helps interrupt the stress response while giving our body a new message of safety. What's powerful is that tapping doesn't force healing, it creates space. It tells the nervous system, you are safe enough now to let this go. And over time, EFT helps us regulate our nervous systems. It helps us release emotional charges around memories. It can even rewire limiting beliefs. It restores clarity and self-trust. And this is especially important when healing generational wounds, because those patterns often live well below conscious awareness. Which brings me to the next thing in my wellness toolbox that I want to share that I'm absolutely passionate about, and that is essential oils. In fact, you'll probably see my diffuser going on right here. What do I have in there? I have believe. Believe that I can get on here and be a guest host and convey to you the importance of us all working on our frequencies to rise into greater and greater levels of wellness. So essential oils like Believe, which is also, we have, I'll get to this later, the Food Healing Oracle deck. There is goji berries in there, which I drink a goji berry drink. So I cover Believe on all of the levels, and I integrate essential oils into my work, and they support our emotional, mental, and physical wellness, because essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They are plant intelligence. They carry chemical properties and vibrational frequencies that communicate directly with our limbic system, that emotional center of the brain. And from an EMPS, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual perspective, when I say EMPS, that's what I'm referring to. Essential oils can help calm anxiousness emotionally. They can release grief, and they can also support joy. And that is actually my introduction to how powerful essential oils can be. They were suggested to me when I was deeply, deeply grieving my mother's passing. And they had such a direct impact on me that I decided that that was a real tool in my toolbox, and one that I wanted to share with others. How do essential oils work mentally? Well, they can assist those frequencies with focus, with clarity, and with grounding. I also tutor. I'm an early reading specialist, and I bring kids' oils, one of my favorite, Genius, with me, also peppermint for that upliftment, that clarity, and also that grounding, so that we can be thinking, feeling human beings while doing in highest holy order. Okay. Physically, they support systems like digestion, immunity, and hormonal balance. And spiritually, my favorite, king of oils, frankincense, immediately grounds me and elevates me. But spiritually, essential oils reconnect with intention, with intuition, and with divine presence. And essential oils have been referenced both biblically and throughout history, even back pre-Egyptian times, with that divine presence. Okay, so I pair essential oils with EFT and also meditation, because the body receives layers of support. It has scent, it has touch, it has breath and intention, all working together, and healing becomes gentler, faster, and more integrated. And many of you may already know, but if you don't know, this was published last year. High Vibrational Wellness. It is an international bestseller. And I was blessed to do a chapter in this book. And it was extraordinary for me to get my life and my words on paper, and see that it made an impact on other people's lives. So don't be afraid to share your story. Please. We all have so much in common. And my chapter focuses on healing generational wounds from eating. It's chapter 12, if you want to know. And for many of us, itself, food wasn't just food. It carried stories for me of control, um, and scarcity sometimes, and shame, and emotional comfort. And these patterns, they often didn't start with me, okay? They were passed down through generations of my family. And now I realize that they were my folks and my grandfolks and the stories that came before them, they were doing the best they could, they knew. And in my chapter, I explore how emotional eating, restriction, disconnection from hunger cues are signals, oftentimes, of unprocessed emotional energy. So it wasn't a personal failure. I would beat myself up around eating or not eating. It was just I had to address it on a frequency level and release. Healing happens when we release inherited belief. And mine happened to be around food. Yours might be around something different, but the processes are the same. We want to restore safety in our body. We rebuild trust with nourishment. And I needed to honor food as wisdom, not punishment. So, healing our relationship with food, we often heal far more than eating habits. We heal identity, we heal worth, and we heal self compassion. Which brings me to the next step in my journey, which I'm very excited to be. I'm stepping into last year, I stepped into being the senior trainer for the Center of Intuitive Food Therapy. And what that role means to me is that I support and train practitioners, coaches, fitness gurus, ordinary, everyday people like myself to listen to the language of the body and the wisdom of food, not through specialized diets, but through intuition, through emotional awareness, and energetic literacy. That was a new term for me, energetic literacy, which it basically is reading the signs of frequency. This work teaches people how to guide others through emotional healing with food as an ally and not food as an enemy. So I invite you to, I host a monthly readers club. So anyone who is listening, I'd love to invite you to join me on February 19th, the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. And it's a nurturing space for learning, for practicing, and community connection. Practicing what, you might ask? And that is the Food Healing Oracle deck. It's absolutely amazing cards. I actually had this card today, Sweet Potato Comfort. Um, and, oh, well, the next card up, I will tell you, Black Sesame, Calm. There's also one for tea, which I've done meditations on. You can find them on YouTube. And some of my meditations are on Amazon. So invite you to listen to them, give some feedback. But getting back to, I'm getting a little off track, the Food Healing Oracle deck, we have a free for gold members of the High Vibe Tribe in Mighty Networks. Everybody else, $10. It's an hour of learning and practicing and connection with one another around the meanings of food and how we intuitively treat our bodies and how we can raise our frequencies together for practical applications as well. And if you are feeling called to go deeper, I am teaching level 1 certification on the 28th of March, where we will dive fully into 60 foods and learn how they can be emotionally healing and how you can apply them to your own life, how you can apply them to your family's life, or with your clients. You may have clients that have special dietary needs. And sometimes I'll pull a food that I might not resonate with, and I sit with that and I ask myself why or why not. And it's interesting what comes up. And so, oh, one more thing. I'm almost ready to do a short tapping meditation with you, which I hope that you will hang on for. But I wanted to tell you about an amazing retreat coming up. I last year I got this beautiful shirt. These shirts are fabulous. Nourish Your Soul retreats. There's an upcoming one here in Florida in April. I believe it's the 9th through the 12th, but it's called the Longevity Retreat. And we will have special guests. We will have yoga. We will have a wonderful chef Autumn Day who creates these magnificent smorgasbords that not only are beautiful and nourishing, but they go even deeper. They dive into nourishing us from the soul level, as well as learning about ways that we can be here with one another in health and wealth and longevity. We want to live long lives and prosper. Wait, I don't even know if I can do that. Yay, live long and prosper. That's what always reminds me when I see the longevity retreat. But just how we can help one another learn how to live together in love and acceptance and compassion and treat ourselves with those things so that we bring our best to the table. Okay. So if you have a few minutes, I would love to do a closing tapping meditation. And we're not going to go through all of the points today, but simply just if you want to, if you feel drawn to tap right here across your chest, this covers all your major meridian points. If you are drawn to tap somewhere else, please follow your own personal guidance the same way as if my words, something else pops up for you, use your own words. Personalize this for yourself. And may we rise together. So I always like to begin with a short prayer. Mother, Father, God, all that is, our angels, saints, guides, and guardians, and anyone you personally would like to call in, your ancestors. Be with us here, surround us, and infuse us with divine clarity. Tapping gently. Even though my body has been carrying old frequencies, even though my body sometimes carries old frequencies, I am choosing to honor it with compassion now. I am compassionately honoring my body. And even though some of these patterns weren't even mine to begin with, I am open to releasing what no longer serves me. I am open to releasing what no longer serves me. I breathe and acknowledge the generations that have come before me. I breathe and acknowledge the generations that have come before me. And I choose healing for myself and those who come after. Mm. I choose healing for myself and for those who come after. I am allowing my body to feel safe. I allow my nervous system to soften. I allow my nervous system to soften and my body to feel safe. I breathe and allow my frequencies to rise gently and naturally. I allow my frequencies to rise gently and naturally. I am supported. I am divinely supported. I am divinely guided. In this moment, I register this feeling of relaxation, safety, and compassion. I register it and know that as I go through my night and my days to come, I can bring myself back to this moment where I am divinely supported and divinely guided. I am raising my frequency. My life is responding. I am raising my frequency and my life is responding. Take a deep breath and slowly relax. Oh, and I love the group energy that is created when we work together. And so if you are feeling called to do a personalized support session, know that if you use the words or send me a message saying, Nourish Your Soul, I am offering 10% off of a 45 minutes private Zoom session. All you have to do is shoot me a message or send me an email on deniseflood.com. My name right there at the bottom, deniseflood.com. And I will tell you that these sessions are deeply intuitive and tailored exactly to what your body and soul are ready to release, ready to work on. And remember, you can join me on the 19th of this month for a Readers Club. And March 28th and 29th is the level 1 certification. Everything that I do and I'm passionate about is helping us all, myself included, to continually come home to our divine selves, to be gentle, to be safe, and to be powerfully magnificent in this world. So thank you for sharing this time for me. It has been such a joy for me. And one of my things is tapping world healing. And this is my tapping world healing cup, which I always infuse. Today, I infused it with the frequency of believe in myself, for you to believe in yourself, for us to believe that we are creating a better, brighter future for ourselves and for the generations to come. As we heal ourselves, we heal the world. So wherever you are in the world, I love this grid because I imagine all of the people who have worked with me or I have worked with as these beautiful sparks of light. And I add you to that. So namaste, my friends. May you be blessed and may you be a blessing.